Have you ever stopped to think that the single most powerful switch for your health isn't your brain, your heart, or your muscles, but your gut? Yes, that quiet organ you rarely notice is secretly controlling your mood, your energy, your immunity, even your love life. Imagine this. One simple change in what you eat could lift your foggy mornings, erase that stubborn fatigue, and even spark joy in ways you didn't expect. Sounds impossible? It isn't. Today we're uncovering the foods and habits that can reprogram your gut. And when you reprogram your gut, you reprogram your entire life. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll never look at food or your body the same way again. Most of us have been taught to think of health in silos: heart health, brain health, weight management, but the gut quietly connects them all. In fact, scientists now call it our second brain. Why? Because tucked inside your intestines are trillions of microbes, bacteria, fungi, even viruses, collectively called the microbiome. These little creatures are not freeloaders. They help digest food, train your immune system, and manufacture chemicals your brain depends on. Roughly 90% of your serotonin, the happy hormone, is made in the gut. The dopamine that gives you motivation and drive, also influenced by gut bacteria. When the gut thrives, you feel it everywhere. Clearer skin, better sleep, improved mood, sharper focus. But when it suffers, the effects ripple out as bloating, brain fog, cravings, fatigue, anxiety, and chronic inflammation. The gut isn't a side player, it's the command center. Think of your gut like a bustling city. The bacteria are citizens, each playing a role. Some are helpful, building, repairing, keeping order. Others, not so much. They pollute, inflame, or disrupt. Who wins depends on what you feed them. There are three main categories of foods that shape this microbial city: prebiotics, probiotics, and fermented foods. Prebiotics, the fertilizer. Prebiotics aren't bacteria. They're the food your good bacteria eat, mostly fibers your body can't digest, but microbes love. Picture them as compost for your internal garden. Sources include onions and garlic, asparagus, broccoli and Brussels sprouts, bananas, apples, oats. When bacteria ferment these fibers, they produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs. These are like tiny health messengers. SCFAs reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and even influence your appetite. They also send direct signals to your brain that regulate mood. Probiotics, the builders. Probiotics are the live bacteria themselves. These are the good guys you want in your gut city. Foods like yogurt, kefir, miso, and tempeh carry strains such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. They improve digestion, crowd out harmful bacteria, and strengthen the gut lining. But remember, probiotics without prebiotics are like seeds without soil. If you eat yogurt but never fiber, those bacteria don't last long. Fermented foods, nature's shortcut. Fermented foods are the best of both worlds. They start as ordinary foods, but transform through natural fermentation, creating acids and beneficial bacteria. Sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, kefir, pickled vegetables, all tangy, all packed with live cultures. Across cultures, fermented foods were staples long before refrigerators or supplements. Koreans eat kimchi with nearly every meal. In Germany, sauerkraut was prized. Even in India, lassi and pickled vegetables were traditional gut tonics. Our ancestors knew something science is only confirming now. Fermentation preserves food and preserves health. Here's a twist. Gut health isn't only about food. Your lifestyle, light, sound, stress, also plays a role. Sunlight and circadian rhythm. Your body runs on a 24-hour clock controlled by your brain's suprachiasmatic nucleus. Sunlight tells this clock when it's day, when it's night. Just 20-30 minutes of natural daylight helps regulate hormones like serotonin and melatonin. That means better digestion during the day and better sleep at night. Even on cloudy days, light exposure helps reset your gut-brain axis. Stress and the fight-or-flight trap. Think about the last time you had a stressful conversation. Maybe your stomach churned or you lost your appetite. That's the gut-brain axis in action. When you're stressed, blood flow shifts away from digestion towards survival, running, fighting, escaping. In modern life, we rarely run from lions, but we live in constant stress cycles. The result? Chronic indigestion, IBS flare-ups, constipation, or diarrhea. And stress doesn't just mess with digestion, it literally changes the microbiome. Harmful bacteria thrive under stress chemicals like cortisol. Beneficial bacteria shrink. The takeaway? Protect your mental space as fiercely as your diet. Let's move from theory to practice. What does a gut-healthy day of eating look like? Breakfast. Overnight oats with chia seeds, sliced bananas, and a spoonful of yogurt. Or scrambled eggs with sautéed spinach and kimchi on the side. Lunch. Quinoa salad with roasted vegetables, chickpeas, garlic dressing, and a side of sauerkraut. Or a wrap filled with grilled chicken, avocado, and a probiotic-rich Greek yogurt sauce. Dinner. Grilled salmon with asparagus, and a side of fermented pickles, or a warm miso soup with tofu, seaweed, and brown rice. Snacks, kefir smoothie with berries, apple slices with almond butter. Notice the pattern? Every meal includes either fiber, prebiotics, fermented foods, probiotics, or both. Now let's clear the air on a few myths. 1. I can just take a probiotic pill and I'm fine. Supplements can help, but they're not magic bullets. Without prebiotics, probiotics won't thrive, and many commercial pills don't survive stomach acid. 2. All fermented foods are equal. Not true. Some store-bought pickles or sauerkraut are pasteurized, killing the live cultures. Always look for raw or unpasteurized. 3. Fiber gives everyone gas, so it's bad. Yes, fiber can cause bloating at first, but that's usually a sign your microbiome is adjusting. Gradually increasing fiber helps your gut adapt. 4. Gut health only matters for digestion. Nope, it affects mental health, immunity, metabolism, even hormone balance. Let's zoom out. Why does gut health touch everything? Mood. Serotonin and dopamine are largely produced in the gut. An unhealthy microbiome increases risk of depression and anxiety. Immunity. 70% of your immune system is housed in the gut. Strong gut bacteria train immune cells to attack invaders without attacking you. Weight and metabolism. Some bacteria extract more calories from food than others. Gut diversity can influence obesity risk. Sexual health. Poor gut health raises inflammation, damages circulation, and lowers libido. A thriving gut often translates into a thriving sex life. Your gut is not separate from you, it is you. So here's the big picture. Your gut is not a passive tube where food goes in and out. It's a living, breathing ecosystem that touches every corner of your health. By choosing the right foods, prebiotics, probiotics, fermented favorites, and by treating your body to sunlight, sleep, and peace, you transform your microbiome into an ally. And the best part? These changes don't require perfection. Even small shifts, a spoonful of kimchi here, an extra apple there, a walk in the morning sun, can rewire your health over time. Think of your gut as your body's hidden superpower. Feed it, nurture it, protect it, and it will give back in ways you never imagined.